Happy Wednesday to you, to you, to you, to you, to you. Live from New York City, it's Display TV. I'm your host, Sarah Pribis, and I'm a very happy host today because I don't have to do all of the work. I don't have to tell you all how to earn money on display. I don't have to highlight the features because I have a very special guest coming on tonight. Her name is the Owl Queen, Heather King. She is an expert on this app. She posts incredible content, and she's going to tell all of you how she uses display, how she connects with people, and the inspiration behind her photography and her videos. So I'm super, super excited for that. Can I get a woot woot in the chat? Yes. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a good day. This is going to get me through the week. I mean, all of you always get me through the week. You know, my job is pretty cool. I get to come on and just like hang with my people. It's pretty nice. So hi, welcome. We're halfway through the week, believe it or not, which means it's time for a midweek check-in. Let's see how everybody's doing here. Give me that news. Are you good? Are you great? Or are you the best around? Which one best describes how you're feeling today? I'm in pretty good spirits, my friends. I mean, I think you can sense, right? You get the energy, the vibes are coming through. I'm feeling great. Okay, we got 70% feeling good. There is no negative energy option here, right? We're giving you all positive, which is great. Glass half full, right? 70%, I'm good. 25%, I'm great. 8%, I'm the best around. I'm killing it. I'm crushing the week. It's been a good one. You're living your dream. You're living your best life, whatever that is for you. I love it. I love the positivity. Again, we kind of forced you into that, but I'm not mad at it at all. Oh, friends, Wednesday. We know it's not the best day. We know it's like, you know, it's kind of like that thing where you get to it and you're like, okay, I think I can do this. Wednesday is like that motivational speech, right? Or maybe Wednesday is when you need a motivational speech, in which case, let me tell you right now, you can do this thing. You're almost there. You got it. 2 more days left. Some of you are on the other side of the world and you're like, I'm already into Thursday, girl. You're behind. So we're almost at that Thursday energy, which means we're almost at Friday and almost to the weekend if you just round up a couple of days, right? And like I said, we've got Heather here tonight. It's going to be a fabulous show. We've also got trivia for $500 coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern, 30 minutes from now. That's right, we're giving away cash. We give away cash every single weeknight. You know, and you also earn money, like posting on display. So like there's lots of cash to be had here. So if you stay in the stream, you're going to be entertained by Heather and I. You're going to have the opportunity to make some money. You're going to learn. You're going to connect. It's going to be a great show. Mark Foot says, Happy Hump Wednesday, which leads me, you know, to like my next question. You know, speaking of like posting and Wednesday and getting you all, you know, thinking in the right direction, like what's your favorite Wednesday hashtag? There's a lot, right? We've got Hump Day, of course. We've got Way Back Wednesday, Woman Crush Wednesday, and Wednesday Wisdom. So what one do you like to use? Maybe you're like, oh my gosh, I've never really used any of these. And now you're like, I have inspiration to post. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm gonna go, I don't know, Wednesday Wisdom. I think Wednesday Wisdom is cool because it gives you an opportunity, like if you don't have a photo that you've been dying to post, you can use the text feature that we have available in posting, right? And you could just like say something smart or say something inspirational, right? So like I said, on Wednesdays, we kind of like need that extra little boost. So maybe we turn Wednesdays into Wednesday Wisdom and people are just using that text option to post directly and say, you can do it. You can do it, fellow displayer. All right, 43% of you said Way Back Wednesday, 31% said Woman Crush Wednesday, 18% for Wednesday Wisdom, and 6% saying Happy Hump Day. So I love that. Great. A little bit, hopefully this is inspiring all of you to like, you're like, okay, I think I have an idea for a Wednesday post now. And if you don't worry, because like I said, we're bringing on my friend, the Owl Queen, in just a moment. And I guarantee you, she is going to inspire you to get posting because she's got incredible content. So once again, trivia is coming up in about 25 minutes for $500. And we'll be right back with Heather King.
Hey, I'm Tiki Barber, former University of Virginia student athlete and also former New York Giant running back. I can't tell you how excited I am to announce the partnership between Influencer and Display. So what's Display? Display is social that pays. This revolutionary social media app is changing the game for college athletes, and now it's your turn to play. Welcome to the brand new world on social media. Welcome to Display, social that pays.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language, identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Display TV. I am your host, Sarah Pribis, and if you've been with us since the start of the show, you know tonight's going to be extra special because not only do we have trivia coming up in 20 minutes for 500 bucks, but we have a special guest on today, like one of my all-time favorite people from this app. She's the Owl Queen, Heather King. Hello.
Sarah.
It's so good to see you. I mean, you've been on the show before, but like, it's been a long time. I'm really excited to have like some of our new people who, I don't know, if friends, if you are new in the chat, say hello, introduce yourself, ask us your questions, because Heather here has been around on Display for a while, right, Heather?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit, tell me a little bit about like, I don't know, like how, what's your experience been like so far? Like what has made you stay is my question.
What has made me stay, actually what drew me to Display was the earning, right? Because certain apps you need to have a certain amount of followers, certain amount of watch time, but you know, day one, we're all the same. But what makes me stay is we're still ground floor, like beyond the money, beyond the supports, beyond the followers, we're ground floor. You can join Display today and give it your whole heart and soul. And you never know, in a couple of months or a year, you might get a check mark. And it's not that easy. You're like, I'm never going to get that on other socials. And you got to think of it like whatever you're passionate about, whatever makes your whole beam, just put it on display and just be raw and authentic. And it goes beyond the money. Like you're never gonna be part of something so special that's a new app, and that's what keeps me here. And you know, you need to invite all your friends, and you just need to make this your home. The eggs in the display basket.
I love it. I love everything you're saying. And there's like so much love coming in for you from the chat. You know, I mean, you're, again, I've said it already, but you're a very special person and someone who I think, you know, really does such a good job of posting consistently, showing people your world, right? Like, and again, we'll go into some of your content and show that off in a minute. But for anyone that doesn't know Heather, she is a wildlife photographer from Canada. She posts primarily, I don't want to say primarily, but like your specialty is owls, of course, because the name, the Owl Queen, but like so much more than that, you know, like your surroundings and wolves and other creatures and things that are going on with your life and your kitty, you know, like I think you really show people the essence of Heather in addition to, you know, the photography stuff, which is really, I think, what people want to see, right? Like we want to know the person behind the profile. So for anyone that does follow Heather too, I'd love to do something where, what is it that like draws you to Heather's profile, right? Like what is it that makes you tap support me on Heather's profile? And then while they're typing that in, Heather, I want to ask you sort of like, for the new person on Display, what are some of your suggestions? If you're going to start all over again on this app, what would you do?
I would treat it like a legit part-time job, for real. Commit to it every day. Just be yourself, like just unzip your metaphorical soul and just spill it out, because people on display will be there for you. They'll lift you up. Just be really raw and real. Be engaging. Don't just leave an emoji or like leave a few nice words on people's comments. They'll get you right back. I'm sharing and commenting on people that have no comments. You know, we're all here to help lift each other up and make it a family.
So people are chiming in. Chaz says every photo is incredible. Jenny Girl says Heather is a must follow, amazing content plus an incredible person. VHS Photography says the Owl Queen is the best. Capper7 says very genuine feel and explained so well. So we have a question too. What do you think is the secret to great content? You kind of answered a little bit as to like, you know, putting your whole heart and soul, I think experimenting and finding like the stuff that you're truly passionate about, but like, how are you able to like figure that out for yourself? And also like, Heather, your skills are so incredible. Like, are you a self-taught photographer?
Yeah, self-taught. It might not look like it, but it took me years, like legitimate years. My first DSLR, I shot on manual, and I wondered why everybody around me, when they're photographing birds, their cameras are going, and that was all the shots they were taking, but mine was just going click. So I missed everything, but no one would tell me. So no, years and years and years, and like for every photo you see, you have to understand, yes, it's an owl photo, but it probably took 400 hours for me to find that owl. So yeah.
You're dedicated for sure. And I want to also, we're going to get into the content in literally a second, but before we do that, you use a lot of the features on display, and I think that that is also a really cool thing, right? Like you take advantage of the Dolby live stream, right? And you literally will, and I've talked about this on the show before, you will literally take people with you as you go to find the owls to photograph. Like, what's that like?
Well, it's just so freaking awesome because, you know, I'll never forget the day I was on the side of the road. It was 30 below, and I was live streaming a snowy owl, and John, at the time, the CEO of Display, was watching my live, and I was like, oh my God. And he said the sound was amazing. But besides that, the reason I do it is like just to share it with people all over the world. Like snowy owls aren't going to be in England or India, and it was just so lovely to show people not only the owls, but how you can get so close with being so far away.
I mean, I think that's it, right? Like that's what at least I use social media for. One of the reasons I should say, it's like to have experiences that I might never get a chance to experience or see the view or see the thing. And like you really utilize that to like bring people up close and personal in a way, you know, that they might not be able to do so wherever they're from. And then communities, we're gonna actually explore some of your communities in a minute. But right, you've started so many different communities around things that you're passionate about, or you're like, I don't see a group that's formed here, or this is the type of content that I want to see. What is your, I guess, impetus like behind when you start a new community? Sort of, what's your thought process there?
I'm just really hoping people will see the value in communities, because you're going to find so many like-minded people. Not just that, but you just form a tighter connection and a better friendship. And, you know, it's a way to celebrate even further your friends and their content.
Yeah, I mean, I love some of the ones you've done recently. And like, for instance, you just started a birthdays community. So it's just like, you know, I think one of the special moments that was for me as well is this was like a year ago, right? Your birthday just passed, right? Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Heather. I mean, I will not forget. It was like a year ago when we put together a compilation video for you saying happy birthday. And like, I mean, on what other social platform are people coming together and like on a channel and like wishing someone who's so impactful a happy birthday? I mean, it just doesn't happen. And the amount of people, followers just like sending in their videos saying like, we love you, Heather.
Right. That's why I wanted to do it, so like everybody could feel this. But in order for everybody to feel this, everybody has to join the community birthdays, and you need to interact with one another so we can get to know you better. And the more you interact, then it's easier for me or the other moderators to find whose birthday it is next, and then we work on a birthday video for you. And you got to think of it this way too. Maybe someone's going through a really, really tough time that we don't know about it. And if you put a little video together, 10 people wishing them a happy birthday, that's like night and day difference. It can change their whole week. It could change their month.
Yeah. I think we've done enough talking, and I want to do some more showing. So let's take a look at some of your content. So we're starting off with Trinity. Speaking of communities, because you do have a Catterday community. Oh, your little daughter Trinity. Tell me about Catterday. What is the community dedicated to?
It's dedicated to everything cats. So you don't even need to have a cat. If you're an artist and you draw cats, or you have Legos of cats, anything related to the feline race.
I love it. It's open to anyone who just wants to see cats in their feed. You don't even have to post to the community. You could just join it and be like, I want to see more cats. Okay, let's go to your next photo. Oh my gosh. Can you tell me a little behind the scenes of this one?
Yeah. I can't tell you where I took it, but
okay.
it was just an average wolf photo. And I spent probably, 6 hours on my desktop in editing software, and I actually made its eyes bigger and its the snout a little thinner, and I really worked to make it mirrored and symmetrical. Almost, I wanted it to have a more haunting yet mystical feel than a normal wolf.
It's stunning. It's really, really incredible. I mean, you guys can all see for yourselves now, like what a talented photographer Heather is. Okay, let's take a look at the next photo that we've got. Tell me about this.
Okay, I was on a boat photographing loons, and there was this huge eagle's nest. It was like 5 feet wide by 3 feet, and you're on a boat and it's rocky, and my camera's 10 pounds. So I seen the eagle in the tree next to the nest, and I snapped a photo, and she was beautiful. That's the mama right there.
I mean, it doesn't even look real. Like, I mean that in the best way possible. This is insane. And I want to tell everybody too, Heather is very conscientious about making sure to put wildlife first and these creatures first. So like, she is using a lens that gets really up close and personal with these creatures, but she herself is actually, like, how far are you from the owls and stuff when you're normally photographing them?
Let's just say if you used your cell phone to take the picture of the owl, you wouldn't be able to see the owl.
There you go. That really puts it in perspective. And Heather's linked some of her gear in her display case. So if you do want to check out some of her recommendations, you can actually go to her profile and see some of the gear that she uses to take these photos. Okay, let's see the next one. Oh, they're so good. See, like, again, I just love that you're giving us so many different things. Tell me, like, what inspired you to take this photo?
I'm a sucker for clouds and sunsets, and I see so many other people on display doing really pretty pictures like that with certain parts of branches and trees as part of it, and I wanted to try my hand at it. So
I also want to add too that, like, we are just showing off photos today. Heather also does an incredible job capturing behind the scenes content and turning it into videos for you. Like, she narrates and story tells her experiences going into the woods and like capturing the photos and like the treks that she goes on. So if you want more of that, like, I highly recommend going and watching her videos too, because like the photos are just the tip of the iceberg. Let's take another look at the content that we've pulled up. Oh my goodness, who is this?
That is a gorgeous great gray owl, my nemesis owl. They come every four winters, and you know, it's 400 hours to find one, and I usually, you know, fall and crack through ice and injure myself to the point of a wheelchair sometimes because I'm so set on finding them. They're elusive. They're like the holy grail of owls, and they're just really difficult to find.
I mean, but you find them. You're the person I know that you can just, you have so much knowledge and dedication to your art, and it's just so inspiring. All right, now I want you all to take a look too. Again, I mentioned that like Heather is so good at using all of the features that Display has to offer. So one of the things that she's done, of course, is start some of her own communities. So I've only pulled up 2 here, but as we've mentioned, she has a bunch. This is one, nature videos and photos. If you want more of that, you can go post, you know, your own nature videos and photos, or you can just have that circulating in your feed. And then the next one that we have, I mentioned already and we talked about, which is Catterday. But again, this isn't just on Saturdays. You can post this content any day of the week. And you know, even if it's just that you draw cats, that's fine too. Like, everybody is welcome there. We put a poll question up. We want to know why you follow Heather. Is it the wildlife photography? Is it Dolby live streams in nature? Or is it Heather's display case? Which one is the reason? A bonus one that we didn't list here is like Heather is an incredible human being. But I'll just add that there for anyone that doesn't know you. Okay, we've got 53% saying the wildlife photography, but people I think are probably pretty psyched to check out now your Dolby live streams in nature. So I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for those myself. Heather, how good would you say that you are at trivia?
I suck. Is it okay to say that?
You could say suck. Suck is not a bad word. I mean, it's like whatever word. Okay, well, I'm not that good either. That's why I just ask the questions. But it's that time, friends. If you're in this stream, you know that we always give away a trivia answer. So what we're gonna do is we're going to give you the real question 8. You're going to attempt to answer it. Then I'll reveal the answer so that you have it for tonight's game, which is starting in 7 minutes, believe it or not, for $500. So Heather's gonna stay on with me. We're gonna do the question together, and then I'll give you the answer. This isn't for any cash, points, anything like that. So here we go. Let's pull up question 8 and see how everybody does. All right. Heather, you might know this. Which of the following weather events is classified as an atmospheric optical phenomenon? Is it a meteor shower, a rainbow, or the eye of a hurricane? So which weather event is an atmospheric optical phenomenon? A meteor shower, a rainbow, or the eye of a hurricane? What's your guess?
Rainbow.
Woo! She knew it. I told him, thinking about it, I was like, this actually might be one that you know. Look at that. 76% of you also tapped rainbow, and rainbow is your answer. And friends, you know what the rainbow and trivia have in common? If you get to the end of it, there's a whole lot of cash. Heather, thank you so much for coming on and chatting. It was so wonderful to reconnect with you. And for everybody else, I will see you back here in 5 for a brand new game of Display Trivia. What's up, everybody? It's time for a fresh round of display trivia live from New York, New York. The city's so nice, they named it twice. I'm your quiz queen, Sarah Pribis, Sarah Pribis. I'm just kidding. I'm not nice enough for a double name. But you know, I am nice enough to hand over $500 worth of winnings in tonight's game, and really, honestly, every weeknight, right? All I ask for in exchange is that you put your best foot forward. Oh, also, your undying love. But you know, we can get more into that later. Oh no, did you guys not read the terms and conditions? Yeah, eternal devotion to me, it's all the way at the bottom. But I know no one reads those things, and if you didn't read it, you probably just need a refresh on the rules too. So I'm happy to provide that. So here we go. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each of the following 10 questions. They'll get harder as we go, but if you get one wrong, you can keep playing along for fun. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi, that you're holding your phone vertically, and make sure to choose your answers very carefully, because once you tap, there is no going back. Now, let's see who's here. We've got Coam, Genius, 07. Ooh, how smart are you? Smart enough to win this game. We've got One Away, Hanid Depitali. Did I say that right? I don't know. In the meantime, we're going to answer a quick practice poll just to make sure all paying attention right now. So tell me, would you rather accept terms and conditions, accept freebies, accept responsibility? I mean, there's only one right answer here, right? If you choose anything else, I'm going to think that you're April Foolsing me, even though there's like a couple days still till April. Who doesn't love free stuff? Oh, you all know. Yeah, food literally tastes better if it's free. 48% of you know what's up. All right, I think you're ready. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. Which of the following is an even number? 7, 8, 9. Which of the following is an even number? 7, 8, 9. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Ah, I had to. But you know, even numbers. I'm really sick of people boxing us into categories. You know, numbers, they don't have to just be odd or even. Like, they can be so much more than that. What if a number wants to be like a dancer or a pastry chef or like a mixologist with a handlebar mustache? All I'm saying is the world's not so black and white, and neither is math. But the only even number here, the one that can be divided in 2, unlike your attention to me, is 8. 95% of you got it. That's an odd number, by the way, 95%. Question 2, even. The shade that's a mixture of blue and green is known as what? Turquoise, magenta, coral. The shade that's a mixture of blue and green is known as what? Turquoise, magenta, coral. Okay, so I know I just went off about numbers, but colors, on the other hand, there's too many. If it's not on the color wheel, get it out of here, okay? It's making things too complicated. Crayola's 120 pack, completely unnecessary. And all these colors are complaining, you know? I'm never gonna make enough money to retire. Work-life balance is impossible. Why are avocados so expensive? I'm gonna tell you what my good friend told me. Get your little butt up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days. You gotta surround yourself with people who wanna work. If everyone's special, then no one is, you snowflakes. Turquoise is the color that we're looking for. Magenta, that's like a purplish pink. Coral, that's an orangish pink, but 93% of you got it, so good job. Question 3. Oscar Isaac recently garnered attention for wearing what apparel on a London red carpet? Pajamas, a skirt, hiking boots. Oscar Isaac recently garnered attention for wearing what apparel on a London red carpet? Pajamas, a skirt, hiking boots. Which one was he wearing? Remember that quote, if you're a star, they let you do it? I mean, that had to have been about fashion, right? Celebrities can wear anything. Normal people, you know, we have rules. No white after Labor Day, no shoot, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Don't reveal too much at once. But like celebrities, there's no rules. Gaga's raw meat gown? Come on. Bjork's swan dress? Rose McGowan, leaving very little to the imagination. Riri's sheer Swarovski crystal dress. And recently, Mr. Oscar Isaac turned heads at the London Moon Night premiere in a skirt. I mean, what's next? Women in pants? Crazy. 88% of you got that. Question 4. Correctly match the boy band member to their group. Nick Carter in Sync, Zayn, 5 Seconds of Summer, AJ McLean, Backstreet Boys. Correctly match the boy band member to their group. Nick Carter in Sync, Zayn, 5 Seconds of Summer, AJ McLean, Backstreet Boys. I don't know if it's a written rule or what, but boy band songs can only be about a couple of different things, right? And those things are, a girl is really pretty and I like her, a girl is really pretty and she broke my heart, or let's freaking dance. There's no in-betweens. You would never see a boy band song about like car insurance or the food that went bad in your refrigerator or display trivia. Oh my goodness, there should be a boy band song about display trivia. There's only one correct pairing here, and that is AJ McLean to Backstreet Boys. And they're back. All right. 89% of you got that. Question 5. This type of eyeglass combines multiple prescriptions into one pair of glasses in a seamless transition. Toric Progressives Monovision. This type of eyeglass combines multiple prescriptions into one pair of glasses in a seamless transition. Toric Progressives Monovision. I 100% relate to this type of eyeglass. Like for me, it's less multiple prescriptions and more multiple personalities. Like some of my personalities are gorgeous host, talented host, smart host. Any other personalities, Chaz, Scott? You want to shout out? Diva. Okay.
Monster.
And monster.
Terrible to work with.
Terrible to work with. And you know, I would say that my coworkers might argue that the transition part is like a little less seamless, yeah? Like when I'm hangry, I can go from like really nice and total princess to like a complete, well, monster. Progressives though, always smooth and always classy. 93% of you got that. Halfway there. Question 6. The international date line runs through which body of water? Strait of Gibraltar, the Nile River, Pacific Ocean. The international date line runs through which body of water? Strait of Gibraltar, the Nile River, Pacific Ocean. You gotta get on that IDL, baby. So, important rule here. If you make something an acronym, it's automatically way cooler. Like, the international date line functions as a line of demarcation separating two consecutive calendar dates, blah, 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 who cares? But when you call it the IDL, you are a time traveler. Cross to the west, and it's one day later, cross back, and you've gone back in time. And you know why I stopped there, right? Like the Department of Motor Vehicles, boo. But the DMV, that is a party where you get your driving cardi. The new day starts over the Pacific Ocean, AKA the PO, and a new question starts with Q7. 91% of you got that. Question 7. All of the following are translations of the same word except obrigado, mamnoon, varvel. All of the following are translations of the same word except obrigado, mamnoon, varvel. I changed the pronunciation on the last one. Look, I don't know a ton of languages, okay? But I have learned that as long as you just show up with a smile on your face, and a can-do attitude, you usually get pretty far in life. You know, the time that I ended up in a Turkish prison, I shared my baklava with everyone, and that seemed to go over very well. Very, very well. As in, I survived to tell the tale to you. Manners and generosity are the same in every single language. I did finally make it out of that prison, by the way. It turns out it was just this crazy mix-up. Now, obrigado is Portuguese for thank you, mamnoon is Arabic, and varvel is Dutch for farewell, goodbye. Adios to Q7, hello to Q8, along with 87% of you. Which of the following weather events is classified as an atmospheric optical phenomenon? Meteor shower, rainbow, eye of a hurricane. Which of the following weather events is classified as an atmospheric optical phenomenon? meteor shower, rainbow, I have a hurricane. What we're asking here is which of these events doesn't actually physically occur except to the human eye? And that is kind of spooky, right? So like if it happens, but I don't see it, did it even really happen? You know, like that whole tree falling in a forest thing. So apparently a rainbow isn't really a thing and it doesn't exist in a particular place. It is an optical phenomenon that appears when sunlight and atmospheric conditions are just right and the viewer's position is just right to see it. The more you know. 95% of you did know that. You already did. That's okay. It was new to me. Question 9. All of the following were Oxford English Dictionary's words of the year after 2010 except vape, toxic, unfriend. All of the following were Oxford English Dictionary's words of the year after 2010 except vape, toxic, unfriend. The Oxford English Dictionary is like the cool mom of dictionaries. Oh, what did you kids say? Chuggy? Oh, that's fun. She's taking you through the Wendy's drive-thru on the way to soccer. She's giving you her credit card when she drops you off at the mall. My mom would never. And yet, my mom would still try to use these words. She would. Unfriend was word of the year in 2009. Vape was 2014. And toxic, which has been around for years, got rebranded and named word of the year in 2018. 80% of you got that. And friends, we've made it. It's time for the final question. Question 10. The Japanese chef featured in a 2011 documentary about his restaurant serves which of the following dishes there? Yakitori, sendai, temaki. The Japanese chef featured in a 2011 documentary about his restaurant serves which of the following dishes there? Yakitori, sendai, temaki. I might have to take the unpopular opinion here, but let me play devil's advocate for a second. Food shows? They are not fun at all. In fact, it's negative fun. It is the opposite of fun. It is torture. It is like having to watch a concert of your favorite artist from like behind soundproof glass. And let's say it does inspire me to want to try to cook for myself. Like what then? What am I supposed to do? Like I'm gonna stumble into my kitchen and try to whip up a pea risotto only to like have to taste it and then realize that I've made a grave mistake? That's only gonna make me more sad. So I'm taking a stand right now. No more food docs. Only make this content if you're gonna send me samples. Other than that, I'm out. In this 2011 documentary though, Jiro dreams of sushi, but he at least gets to eat it afterwards. And the only sushi item on this list would be temaki, or hand rolls. Yakitori is a Japanese chicken skewer, and sendai is beef tongue. 80% of you coming through on that last one. Was it enough for a win? Did you get all the other ones right? Tell me how you did. You came, you splayed. I hope you, if you splayed in the privacy of your home, that is totally fine. But I hope you came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you got paid. We got 438 winners here tonight. Woo! Shout yourselves out if you won. Shout yourselves out if you lost. Shout yourselves out if you, I don't know, you just want to shout out. You just want to say, hey, Sarah, thanks so much for hosting trivia. I have so much fun doing this with you every single weeknight. Most Arrow won. Facts Guru won. Oh, bite me. Sad 6. 6 doesn't sound, 6 is good. We love 6. 6 is an even number. Those even numbers, they can get it. Oh, Mark was cheated on the last one. Nesu got a 10 out of 10. Gary, always a blast, Sarah. Bonus points for you for saying so. 7 out of 10. China Thug's gonna write me a boy band parody song. Love that. Thank you. I will sing it on display. How about that? You write me a parody song, I will sing it on display. Oh, 10 out of 10 for iMan Ooh. Capper7 keeps getting 7s. I feel it. A win is coming soon. And Tony 24 Mark 12 got a 10 out of 10. Bravo! Good job, everyone. Give yourselves a pat on the back. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new game, a fresh stack of cash. And of course, if you need that extra answer, tune into the pre-show. We got that going on 30 minutes prior to the start of trivia, and I give away Q8. Friends, I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow on display.